Hi, and welcome to Geno's Tuesday morning wrap-up, NFL Week 6 wrap-up, whatever you want to call it, but just make sure you call it spot on accurate. We'll get to some I told you so's in a minute, but let's run through the week. What did we see Thursday night? We saw the undefeated Atlanta Falcons finally fall to the New Orleans Saints. Why did they lose? Was it because they were playing a divisional game? No. Was it because they were coming off short rest? It was because they finally played an NFL team. Yes, the Falcons were in fact 5-0 going into that game, but you know who they had beaten? The Texans and the entire NFC East, who after last night is obviously terrible. Did you watch the Giants and Eagles game? No one won that game. It's just that somebody had to lose that game. I don't know if you saw the Giants, but they had 4 consecutive turnovers in the first half. Are you kidding me? The last time I saw that many turnovers in any contest, Kirstie Alley was winning a pastry eating contest. And I'll tell you something, just like the game, it was hard to watch. The Falcons are not that good a team, all right? And speaking of pastries, don't think you're getting a cupcake this week, Falcons fans, when you go to face the Tennessee Titans, because Marcus Mariota may be out with that MCL sprain, and Zach Mettenberger is pretty damn good. All right, do you want to do a few told you so's? What did I say last week about the Chiefs? I said stay away from either of those running backs. Don't think you're getting a bargain picking up Niall Davis or Charcuterie, that's a nickname somebody told me, West, because they combined on 14 carries for 46 yards in a totally ineffective loss where once again the Chiefs did not cover. So that's not an I told you so, is it? Was it about the Dolphins 2 weeks ago when I said Dan Campbell was a hard-nosed coach who would get a pretty quick turnaround from them? And damn if they didn't blow out the Titans. Was it that? No. No, Daddy's going even back further into the data bank when I told you in the offseason that Johnny Manziel and his rehab thing, and we wish him well, was a joke because he got pulled over drinking this week. And this is me defending him. He wasn't that drunk. He was fighting with his girlfriend. And you know what this points to? The fact that the Browns have to go with Josh McCown, who's not that good. And my point with this long ramble is that the Broncos have a great defense and a terrible offense. I haven't seen that many wobbly passes from Peyton Manning since he was playing in a charity game for Scotch. Stop it. He's not good. Meanwhile, why didn't they put in Johnny Manziel? Because not only is he not coming along as a non-drinker, and we don't support quitters here, he's not coming along as a quarterback. Did you see what he did Sunday? At least he's consistent. When the cops called him, when the cops were called, somebody said that they passed him wildly and they saw him stopping on the road twice. Well, that's just a regular afternoon for Johnny Manziel. Am I right? Wildly passing, not doing it well, and then stopping drives out of the blue for no reason twice? That's just a regular day for him. You will not see him on the bench. Cleveland is not good, and I am not impressed with the undefeated, Broncos, even though they have an amazing defense. And finally, let's talk about the Seattle Seahawks. I said this from the beginning, and look, this isn't news that you can use. It's news that you should know at this point. Not only did they lose a lot of their team unity with that terrible loss at the end of the Super Bowl, but it's been proven now because their last 5 losses have all been in games where they led going into the fourth quarter. If that's not a sign of how this team is on the decline, I don't know what is. And I'm telling you, if you've been following my picks, I am 3-0-1 betting against them. For some dumb reason, I hopefully you were smart enough to bet against them this week because, again, they didn't cover. People, gambling-wise, right now, they are betting against them, you'd be 4-1-1 against the spread because they can't finish ball games. Next time you're thinking of betting Seattle, here's an idea. Just search through your couch cushions because you won't lose money. And actually, that's the only place you're going to get 4 good quarters out of anything. Seattle is done. I mean it. That's Geno's takes. My weekend wrap up. We'll see you tomorrow with some baseball.